due to life and things that have come up, but I am back and I'm here to do a reading for you. And I'm going to be doing a general reading, so whoever comes across this video, it's meant for you. Please be aware that if the reading doesn't resonate with you, to check your moon and your rising, because your messages could be there as well. So let's begin. Page of Wands, the Three of Swords, and Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Libra energy. You could be dealing with a fire energy, so Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. It doesn't have to be. There's definitely some kind of a heartbreak that's happening between yourself and somebody else. It could be a three-party situation because of this Three of Swords. Just going to shuffle it one more time. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so I can see in your past that there was a massive change that has happened for you. The Wheel of Fortune shows that there was a definite change of events in your life that was actually fated. This is something that was meant to happen. Definitely you came into some kind of very, very beautiful, well-rounded, very fulfilling love with yourself that could mean towards another person. And again, just like the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower representing a massive, massive change in your life, something that had to come crashing down in order for something to be rebuilt. In this card, there are two people. So again, it could be involving a new love interest or something that has been taking place for a very long time that has been building. In the present, you have the Six of Pentacles, so you've been trying to find balance with this. So whatever this Tower moment that happened, whatever this was, it was something that you needed to find balance between yourself and other people, potentially three, because there are three individuals here. This person is feeling as if they're having to give back. It's not something that they're able to do. These two people seem a little bit out of the loop. Maybe this has to do with family, maybe this has to do with friends or children, but it's you wanting to find a balance for whatever this was. That was definitely a change of events here. It caused you to go into some kind of a healing also. And the Four of Swords is basically isolation, and isolation in the mind, in a way, in a positive way, just so that you can figure out what it is. The three cards that I did flip in the beginning was the Three of Swords. This is the next card, trying to figure out how to heal from that. And it did take a lot of strength from you. You could also be dealing with a Leo. It doesn't have to be, or any fire sign, but this is mostly having the strength and courage in order to heal yourself after such a massive explosion of events and this tower crumbling in the past. In the future, I'm seeing the Knight of Wands, so somebody, possibly a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be, of course. This Knight of Wands is very much charging towards you, wanting to woo you, wanting to profess their love to you. This is also, it can be player energy. It doesn't have to be, but it's definitely coming towards you. The reason why I'm saying player energy is because the Six of Swords is here, and it looks like it's you trying to leave this choppy water here into something calm at that horizon there. This could be you, or it could be another energy, but in the future, this is something that's going to happen. You could be trying to leave this player energy as well. The King of Pentacles, either you or another energy is an earth sign here. It doesn't have to be, but this is a person who knows exactly what they want. I feel like it's your energy, knows what they want, is absolutely mature about it, has a plan, has already taken action, and is actually looking at this pentacle and able to sit on this throne and know that everything around him is absolutely abundant and growing and evolving, and something beautiful is happening here for this King of Pentacles. And if it is player energy and you have left the situation, this would be you coming into your own power as the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to cover the cards that I feel need to be covered just for more clarification. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands. This is somebody trying to make a decision, something that you are very, very familiar with. You definitely know this life. You have lived this life for a very long time. In comparison to you standing and looking at the horizon, holding this other staff and holding the globe and having this feeling of wanting to explore and discover and take that leap of faith with this other walk of life, this other decision that you have not had the courage to do. So clarifying the Wheel of Fortune is the Hierophant. It could be dealing with a Taurus, it doesn't have to be, but this is definitely change of fate. This was a marriage or an engagement or some kind of a commitment. It could even be work. It could be some kind of a promotion. In the past, of course, this is in the past that has happened. So Wheel of Fortune representing this was a fated event. It was supposed to happen, and possibly dealing with the next steps in a positive way of building a life or a future or a business for yourself and possibly with somebody else. The Ace of Cups is the King of Cups, and it did come upside down. So King of Cups energy, you could be dealing with a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. This is you wanting this possible commitment here, and it coming to you, the opportunity showing itself, but this person has been very, very immature. Somebody, or you have been very immature in regards to how you approached this Ace of Cups. So very disappointed and not at all what you expected. You expected this King of Cups to come to you this way. The Tower being clarified by the World. So wow, there's so many major arcanas here in the past. This was definitely a fated event. So the Tower being clarified by the World, you could be dealing with these signs here. It doesn't have to be, but something changed in your horizon for sure, or for another person. There had been a major change of events. Again, it could be a relationship, it could be family, it could be work, but something definitely did crumble down. It seems as though you are having to make a decision here with the World card. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles is the Queen of Swords. So this is air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. It doesn't have to be exactly those zodiacs that you're dealing with, but definitely they are encompassing this type of personality, this type of character, which is a very, very headstrong, stubborn person who has been very hurt in the past, and her sword is up. She's in protection mode. She's not willing to budge either. She's very, very stern and very, very cutthroat. And it seems as though dealing with this balance here, you've had to really teach yourself how to put up boundaries in regards to what's going on for you. Clarifying the Four of Swords and the Strength card is death. So definitely you are in healing of something. It's had to take a lot of courage, a lot of strength in order to do that and to face very, very scary situations for you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be, of course. But this is death and also rebirth. You can look at it in both ways. And something definitely was ending. And also the fact that it's immediately underneath the tower is clarifying that as well from your past. In your future, the Knight of Wands is clarified by this Eight of Swords. So I feel like this is player energy, or just a manipulator, whatever that means. It could have to do with work or family or friends. But it's putting you in this headspace where you feel trapped and you feel like you're in your own mental prison because of the way this knight is going to approach you. You're confused about it. You are unsure if they're genuine, to be completely honest. Clarifying the Six of Swords is Six of Wands, so that's beautiful. Actually, you walking away from this is going to cause this celebration within you and around you. Possibly it could be an ultimatum that you have created for this person, which would lead into this Six of Wands and this celebration. Clarifying the King of Pentacles is the Nine of Wands and the Hanged Man. Whatever the celebration is after you walking away, it's going to place you in this King of Pentacles energy. It's also going to cause you to be very, very guarded with this Nine of Wands. And you're going to feel very beaten up and very, very hurt, very confused and skeptical about a lot of things, and put you in a very long thought process, which is very similar and curiously below the present card, which was the Four of Swords. It's immediately underneath. So the Hanged Man is showing you in the future in the same healing process. The Hanged Man is also a card where it's coming from the divine as well, guiding you. As long as you do take your time to think about what is happening, you're going to come to a conclusion on your own and make a decision of what it is that you want. Do you want the familiar, which is right over here, or do you want this new beginning, this new start? And let me just pull an overall energy. Yeah. In the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. You're going to feel incredibly independent after this situation settles and is actually happening currently. You'll feel alone in a lot of ways, but in a positive way. You'll feel like you're rebirthed in many ways. The Devil is here, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. I'm also looking at the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So there's definitely something very, very toxic that's going on here. Again, with this Knight of Wands, player energy, not sure exactly how that resonates with you, but manipulator energy, player energy, a person who doesn't speak the truth, who is lying about a lot of things. You feel completely left out in the cold, left abandoned. And with the Five of Cups, you're incredibly sad about this. You're not really sure how you're going to get out of it, but you are going to get out of it. I feel like it's very, very toxic energy, whatever you're dealing with right now. I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. So again, the 9. So independence. This is going to cause you to become single or quit your job and start something completely new where you feel independent. Underneath the 9 of Pentacles is the Sun. And underneath the Sun is the Chariot. This is happening very, very quickly, or it already has happened, and you're quickly moving through the motions and you're trying to figure out what your next steps are. But you are going to have complete happiness after this. You're going to feel very well-rounded and very secure in this decision. Being independent, being by yourself, starting your new business, possibly after a divorce or a single parent situation. So that's your reading. I hope it helped, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.